Well, we're going to start mowing up some roadsides today, so I'm going to back this 470 out so I can get this 4650 out. And Grove and I are going to start mowing. Be nice to get these roadsides cleaned up before we start spraying, and so they look nice for Memorial Day. We're going to get a nice cold start here on the 4650. I forgot I got this thing nice and cleaned up over the winter. Grove's gonna have an awful nice mowing tractor here. Little power shift. Gotta unpin the wings and take out the cylinder stop for the raise and lower when I get this out of the shed. Take this thing over the fuel pump and top it off. Got about 3/4 of a tank. I'm just gonna go ahead and top this thing off before we get going. Actually, I just remembered I'm not gonna top it off because this morning there was a little pinhole in the hose on the fuel tank, so it was spraying everywhere. So we're not gonna be filling this thing up. But I am gonna be unpinning the wings, taking out the cylinder stop. So before I start mowing, I gotta make a hot load here, some first rate and Herba Max, put it in the Ranger. We got a little sprayer bed in the Ranger. Throw it in there, and I got a spot spray, some non-GMO soybeans. There's some ragweed coming up. So kind of want to get that taken care of. It's graying off pretty good right now. So gonna go ahead and do that before I start mowing. I'll be mowing with the 7230. You know, I might not even be mowing at all today. I might be spraying corn this afternoon whenever we get the sprayer. So might have Grove mow for a little bit, and then I'll probably have him jump in the tanker. He can tender to me while I'm spraying today. What do you think? Snapping lug nuts?
She's sitting.
I gotta be careful with this thing. We have one heck of a load. I think we've got like 60, probably got like 62 or 63 gallon in this thing. So we're loaded. Get this thing unfolded here. I'm just gonna use my own judgment for where I need to be. Over here, kind of in this area, a little heavier with weeds, so this is about the only area I'm going to cover, probably 10 to 15 acres. So there's a switch inside the cab here, switch right there that turns it on and turns it off. So this is what I'm going after here. It's these type of weeds here. They're getting kind of big, and it's just kind of heavier over here on the northeast side of this field. So wanted to hit these pretty good before we come in with post. So just kind of spot spraying with this thing. I get more chemical on me doing stuff like this than I do spraying hundreds of acres all day long. All it takes is the right wind direction, with no doors and windows, and you're in for a ride. Well, I did the best I could. The tank's empty, boom's folded up, so head back to the farm. I'm sure I did some good out here. We are going to be hitting this with a post in a couple weeks, post herbicide, so it'll pretty much take care of the rest. But I don't know, hopefully I did some good out there and took care of those big ragweeds. Well, I'm back to the farm and I'll hop up in this mower, start mowing until the sprayer's available. This lever here needs worked on. It needs to go into float. You gotta hit it a few times. There it is. They gotta be in float when you're mowing. Engage PTO. And throttle her up. There ain't nothing to it, just going about 2 mile an hour, 2.5. Gotta go down a half mile here. I got all these poles to work with, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time, but I kinda want this thing to mow a little bit lower. So thinking about dropping one of these spacers here. I'm not sure if I should. If I drop this out of here, will it be too low? Ow. Now I don't know where that went. Oh, here we go. I don't know. Maybe I ought to take this one off, put that big one on there. So I took both of these spacers off because one of these bigger spacers is just a little bit more narrow than 2 of these, so should be a little lower. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. I think the last thing I mowed last year was CRP, so I would have had the deck raised a little higher for that, just because I don't think it needs mowed quite as low as the roadsides. I was thinking it's looking awfully dark to the southwest here, and pulled up the radar. Looks like we got a shower popping up here. Looks like it could maybe miss us just to the south, but I guess time will tell. So stay tuned. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm gonna be holding off on the spraying here, because the last thing I want to do is go get a big load of chemical and not be able to spray it off. So just gonna wait and see what this rain does and go from there. Taking her to the farm. Looking pretty dark that way. I'm not sure if we're really gonna get anything here or not. Might just miss us to the south. We have busted metal here. This gearbox is totaled. Tore it up. Wasn't like this when I serviced it last winter either. Take this shaft off of here and unbolt it, and hopefully we can find one. Got a bar for me here. I'm gonna try to beat it off.
Gonna make a difference?
Probably not.
Look at that, huh?
Grandpa checked the rescue.
He did. See, there's plates in there, Michael. That one looks worn out already.
Maybe not. Will that not suck in?
See, we've got to take this off of here so we can unbolt these, drop down the whole blade assembly, and pop this gearbox off, and we'll be able to slide a new one on. It's a lot easier said than done, because we're having a hard time disassembling this from the shaft. We'll see how it goes. The hose got fixed here, so I'm gonna go ahead and top this thing off with some fuel. gonna be enough mowing for me for the day. So got this mower in the shed. Don't have a whole lot of room. Can't pull it all the way up there because, well, I can't get in between there and there with the mower. So this is all the farther I can go. I'm gonna pin these wings up. So if they do settle down, they're not gonna settle down into the planter or this John Deere A over here. So pin these things up and close the shed doors because I think it's supposed to rain tonight into tomorrow. Well, the wind is still howling out here today. Man. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.